What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are already subscribed, welcome. If you're a new viewer, this is Olu Mighty's Futures. My name is Olu, and we are currently trading on my LUCID Trading 50k Flex eval account. The current date and time is March 31st, 12:31 a.m. So it's late night or early morning, however you want to look at that. So we won on gold yesterday, but we won too much, so it messed up our consistency rule. It messed up our consistency. So we're at 100% right now, and the consistency is 50%. So with the 50k, of course, you know the target is 3k. I ended up making. So I didn't know it was by day. I thought it was by trade. I thought the consistency rule was based by trade, but it's based by trading day. So I ended up making 2,400, a little over 2,400 yesterday, and the target is 3,000. So of course now my new target is like a little over $4,000 profit, and I'm just like, I just screwed myself. I should have just targeted 1,500. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, so gold is kind of moving around right now. This is around the time it was moving yesterday when I jumped in. I was looking for a good rejection off of this demand zone here. We've been continuing to break up to the upside here, still making new highs. So we're just looking to see if we can get a good reaction off of this demand zone. Really powerful bullish move here to break these highs. And this was my target here on my other trade that I ended up winning on gold yesterday, on the first trade of the eval. And right, look, I mean, of course it did all of this first, but it still ended up breaking that high. So made some new demand zones. Price action is looking pretty good. Decent amount of volume in the market right now. So if we come down into the zone, give a good reaction and rejection, jumping in. And it'd be great to risk under $800, under $700. Even $700, I don't mind risking that much, but like this would be a good risk, about 6 something, 500. And I'm still going for that 2,400. I'm not gonna do it exactly how much. I'm gonna do a little less than what I made yesterday. But it looks like we might be getting left without. All right, so this at this point it's almost kind of a continuation of the previous day, but not really, because this is after midnight. So this is kind of like midnight of the the very next day. I didn't find any setups. It was late. I ended up shutting the computer down, and we're gonna go into the next morning, or the few hours later into the next morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is March 31st, 7:34 a.m. I'm a little late to the party, but we will be all right.
Order filled.
And of course, nobody likes to lose. Like, we all know this, but if I lose this trade, I'll be okay with it. I only risked $375, so I'm completely okay with losing this trade if I do lose. Because after this trade, if I do lose, I'm done for the day. I'm packing it up. Stop the gap. Always lying. Talking about something you done for the day and then start jumping in some bullshit. I see this taking a while. So on trades like this that was like in drawdown so much, before eventually going into profit. Like if we get like a little deep into profit, like let's say like around this area, if we drop down to around this area, I'll probably move to break even, because at that point we've already been in drawdown too long. I don't see price coming back up to my entry point. So if we get into a deep enough profit, I'll probably just go ahead and move to break even and just make it risk free. Something about a risk-free trade that it allows me to just breathe better. And a lot of the times they do play out. You know, sometimes you might get stopped out and break even, but I'd rather that than lose. So I don't know. Everything's looking bullish right now. Like everything else. I'm gonna close this trade.
Order filled.
Literally everything is looking bullish right now. So even if this drops, I mean, that's cool. Trust me, I've seen this happen before. As soon as I get out of trade, it drops right in my favor. But I'm just looking, I'm like, everything else is bullish right now. So I don't know what the overall direction that Euro is going to want to go in. All right, this is my second entry for the day. So I'm just skipping straight to the entries here. And this was actually a pretty good trade. So I'm glad I did re-enter. Well, technically the candle did break.
Order filled.
Okay, we're in for longs here. I mean, the candle did break, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be not real strategic, but I'm gonna be pretty, I don't want to say strict, but I'm gonna be pretty attentive to this risk management. So once we get a break of this candle in 3 minutes, well, not once we get a break of the candle, but once this candle changes in 3 minutes, if we get a break of the high of this candle, I'm moving my stops into break even, really a little bit slightly above break even. And we're going to go risk free. I guess that's the word I was looking for. I'm going to be aggressive with the risk management, with the trade management. Risk management, trade management. Boom, broke candles. Stop loss is at break even. We are risk free. That's where we always want to be. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready for work. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all watch this trade play out. I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert at my TP, because I always want trading view to let me know. Call me the TP smacker. Alright, so at this point, you know, I'm kind of out of the shower, kind of just still watching the trade and everything. So I noticed that that we're getting a pullback right now. We're getting price kind of reversing on us. So I ended up closing. I had my stop loss already in profit, but I just ended up closing manually because I just didn't like how price was looking. So I went ahead and I already left enough money on the table. I was gonna leave some on the table regardless. So I just ended up closing manually here, and that rounded up the trading day for that day finally. All right, so this is gonna finally wrap up the end of this trading day. So I ended up leaving the market, walking away from the market with a 1.18 RR. And this is what I was talking about in the previous video. If you guys did watch that video, all these videos already were recorded. So as I'm editing these videos, you guys already saw what my Lucid eval progress was at the moment of me speaking. But yeah, so this pretty much wraps up the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and keeping up to date with my journey. I'm going to be having more videos to drop as we go. And yeah, we should be funded hopefully next week in a few days. So yeah, thank you for watching. Deuces.